and my family are in Atlanta, and currently we are at the Real Milk and Honey. I got it, let's try it, and rate it 1 through 10. As you can see, I don't have any bags in my hands. We are at the Real Milk and Honey on Main Street in College Park. Before we came, we attempted to call our order in. We were greeted with an automatic message that said they do not take call-in orders. The automatic message said the only way you can do pickup is through DoorDash. We went through DoorDash, they was closed. But online, it said they closed at 5 o'clock. We went on DoorDash at 4 o'clock, but we were already here, so we just went inside. I stayed in the car and my family went in, and they told them they were closed early for deep cleaning. Yet the door is wide open and it's people still going in and grabbing their orders. Now we have no idea if those people ordered beforehand or what the case is. Also, the people who relayed this message, my family said were really nice. It's just the rules. And so far being in Atlanta, I found some places do have unique rules, and this is one of them. I want to be very clear, we're not blaming one person or saying one person was rude. In plain terms, don't call this restaurant trying to get nobody fired. Ain't nobody do nothing. This is just the rules they had. If you don't like their rules not for you. And for me and my family, the rules just wasn't for us. We just not their target audience. For the record, afterwards, I did walk in and they did recognize me and they attended the services, but I respectfully declined. I'm a normal person. I pay for my food like everybody else. I walk in spots like everybody else. We are all normal people. Respectfully, if you're not gonna do it then, don't do it now. God bless you. Yeah, we're just trying to get some food. But I am gonna make this very clear. I do not support, condone, or agree tearing down these businesses. While we personally may not have the best customer service experience, it does not mean you will have the same experience. That also don't mean go on Twitter and tear these businesses down. At the end of the day, business owners are people. You never know what people are going through. The only reason I'm even making this is to share my authentic and real experience like I always do. I don't mean no harm, I don't have no malicious intent, but I always say I'm gonna be 100% honest, and that come with the good and the not so good. You don't know what nobody going through, so what we can't do is just judge off of somebody else's experience. If you like to go to these places or any other place that I've been to, I encourage you to go try it for yourself and make your own opinion. But we still in Atlanta and we on Main Street and it's a bunch of spots here, so we're gonna go to a different spot. God bless you, have an amazing day, y'all be safe.
First off, I never heard of the Real Milk and Honey before. So this is my first time hearing about them too. Keith Lee has Atlanta in shambles right now. I'm talking about as soon as he touched down in the A, as soon as he touched down in the A, that's all that's been talked about on TikTok. That's all that's been talked about. And he's really shedding light on a lot of these rules and a lot of these things that Atlanta business owners have been doing to their customers. And I just seen another video, I'm gonna put it in, of Keith Lee standing up for another customer because they found out, because the lady was sitting outside of her car for the longest waiting for a table, and Keith Lee pulls up and the owner found out that it was Keith Lee and was gonna let him sit in front of the girl, and the girl been sitting there for the longest waiting to be served, to order her food. I'm gonna put the clip in right now.
Yeah, they told him, when he walked in, they wanted to give him a table ASAP, but we told him we've been sitting in the cars, couldn't sit down, and they tried to let him skip in front of us. He like, nah, if they can't eat, I don't want to eat either, because how the hell y'all gonna give me a table and don't get them no table just because y'all know I got social media?
Listen, first off, I never heard of the Real Milk and Honey before, so this is my first time hearing about them too. Keith Lee has Atlanta in shambles right now. I'm talking about as soon as he touched down in the A, that's all that's been talked about on TikTok. That's all that's been talked about. And he's really shedding light on a lot of these rules and a lot of these things that Atlanta business owners have been doing to their customers. And I just seen another video, I'm gonna put it in, of Keith Lee standing up for another customer because they found out, because the lady was sitting outside of her car for the longest waiting for a table, and Keith Lee pulls up and the owner found out that it was Keith Lee and was gonna let him sit in front of the girl, and the girl been sitting there for the longest waiting to be served, to order her food. I'm gonna put the clip in right now.
Fresh off the plane, ATL, the first place we went to is Atlanta Breakfast Club. I got it, let's try it, and rate it 1 through 10. We spent $144.60. But granted, we got food for 5 adults and 2 kids. The customer service was interesting. While the people were nice, the rules they had set were very unique to me. We initially tried to do takeout, but when we came in, they said we couldn't sit down, and there was no space at the bar for us to stand. So we had to stand outside and order our food. And then we decided we just gonna dine in. But 2 people in our party stepped out for a second, because again, we fresh off the plane, so everybody was trying to get situated. The waitress, again, she was nice, but she told us she couldn't take any orders, or she couldn't do anything until everybody sat down. No water, no coffee, no drink orders, no nothing. She also said they can only do 1 order, and there's no add-ons. Like, if you want to add on afterwards, it's a wrap. 1 order for the whole table. She wouldn't even explain the menu to us. But again, she was very nice. I just understand that those are their rules. Unique to me, but it is what it is. I'm
just happy that Keith Lee is the voice to what a lot of people in Atlanta who go through these things with these businesses. Like, he's the voice for those people. You know what I'm saying? These restaurants, I don't like the audacity of these restaurants. Like, they're being really inconsiderate and inconvenient for the customer, which is not okay at all, because these people at the end of the day don't have to eat there. Like, they don't have to eat at your restaurant. You know what I'm saying? If everyone decided one day, oh, we don't want to eat here no more, you're going out of business. You see what I'm saying? Like, the video with the video with the girl, for instance, how they were gonna let Keith Lee skip the line, and she been sitting there waiting on the table for the longest. That's not okay. Like, at the end of the day, Keith Lee is a regular person, right? Lil Baby is a regular person, right? Future is a regular person. But if Future, Lil Baby walk into your establishment, it don't matter who's waiting. You see what I'm saying? If they want to eat, they're going to eat now. They're going to get the best customer service, and they're going to get the freshest food, whatever they want, add-ons, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Those rules, it's crazy how certain rules don't apply to certain people because of their status. That's not okay, especially when it comes to restaurants. I feel like with restaurants, you need to treat every customer with the same amount of respect and the same amount of urgency. You see what I'm saying? Like, I get it gets really busy, and I get that people have to wait, but these businesses they're just rude. And I support Black businesses 100%. Like, I support anything Black. You see what I'm saying? Because I love to see my people win. But I don't like to see my people treat their own people like crud. And that's not okay. And Keith Lee is shining light on that. Now, is he intentionally trying to get these businesses shut down and canceled? Of course not. You see what I'm saying? Is he being negative and bashing these companies? Of course not. Because at the end of the day, his whole platform, his whole personality is being positive and trying to put establishments on to more audiences and bigger and more people. You see what I'm saying? But in a nutshell, these restaurants are making themselves look bad, because them not realizing that Keith Lee, when he orders food, he doesn't order it as Keith Lee. He has people go pick it up for him, and he orders it as if he's a regular person, right? So the way he's ordering his food, he's showing the people how these restaurants treat normal people that want to eat at their establishments. This is how they treat them. They treat them like they're not important. They treat them like their food isn't important. Like, they have to wait. Like, but as like the Milk and Honey Lounge, for example, he tries to order it on DoorDash. It says on DoorDash that they're closed. He tries to order in. They say, oh, we don't do order ins, and automated message. When he goes in, the doors are wide open. People are in there getting their food. He goes in. His people goes in. They try to order food. They say, no, we're closed. Keith Lee walks in. It's all of a sudden, oh, we'll make your food. And he was just like, no, because you weren't going to make my food before you knew I was Keith Lee. But now that you know that I'm Keith Lee, you want to make my food. That's not okay. Because if Tyreek or if Ed or if Keisha came in, you would have told them to turn around. We're closed. You see what I'm saying? And that's not okay. That's not okay at all. I'm really glad that Keith Lee used his platform to put these businesses in Atlanta on blast. He's doing God's work. I'm not gonna lie. He's doing God's work, especially people that don't live in the city that seeing this are like mind boggled, like whoa, like these businesses really killed a lot of future, like a lot of their future clientele, because let's say all of this went the way it was supposed to win, and Keith Lee in there getting his food, and they got beautiful customer service. I'm talking about people gonna be flying in Atlanta just to eat at the restaurants that Keith Lee ate at, because Keith Lee ate there and said it was good and said that the customer service was great. But because Keith Lee is having issues with these restaurants, people are looking at these videos like, hold on, if I go to Atlanta, I'm not eating here. And that's if I go to Atlanta. You see what I'm saying? And the people that live in Atlanta is like, thank you, Keith Lee, for putting these businesses on blast, because we go through this every other day when we want to eat there. We go through this every other day. We got to stand outside because they don't got a waiting area. When we sit at the table, we can't get this, we can't get that if everybody not there. Automatic tip is included. It's just a whole bunch of rules, and it's really just, it's just the audacity. Like, that's the only word I can come up with. It's just the audacity of these business owners. That's really all I got today.